Hi everyone, welcome to our May swap. I wanted to do a video for you this month because we are doing a new swap topic and there's been a little bit confusion about what you need to do for this month's swap. So what I'm going to do is walk you through exactly what is a deco square, how do I pack them, due date, all that kind of thing. Okay, there is another video on how to make deco squares, so I'll refer you to that one for the how-to of making them. But what I want to show you is exactly the ingredients that you need to put together your swap to send it off. So let's get into it. Okay, so here are my swap items for this month's deco square swap. Yes, mine is square, but if you refer to the other video, you see that you can do other shapes. But what I want to show you mostly is the process of getting these ready to go and what exactly you need to send me. So you need 6 sets of 3 deco squares, circles, whatever shape. They need to be decorated and they need to have dimension to them. You can't just print something out and send it. These need to be actually handmade. I've bagged them in little peel and seal bags. My recommendation is to keep them as flat as you possibly can. So what you can do is squeeze out as much air as possible and then peel, and it doesn't have to be peel and seal bags. You can use snap lock bags, small freezer bags, whatever kind of bags you've got. But what I'll do for mine is pack them like this. It makes them flat and that makes postage a lot cheaper because you pay when you send bulk as well as when you send heavy weights. So that's what you need to do. You need to bag and flatten out your 6 sets of 3. That's 18 altogether. The next step is you need a larger bag. So I'm using a peel and seal here, but a snap lock bag is actually perfect for the post because sometimes it rains at your end. Mine, they sit in the post office and wait for me to collect them. But when I send it back home to you, if it gets wet, the plastic bag will stop it from getting wet. The envelope might be soaked, but all your goodies inside will be nice and dry. And the second reason is sometimes envelopes open, so please tape your envelope shut. Sometimes envelopes get torn, especially if they're a bit bulky, and sometimes our swapper envelopes are bulky, and things get dispersed if they're not all bagged up. Many a time I've received a torn envelope, but because everything's in a bag, everything arrives to me safe and sound. Okay, so the next thing we're going to need is a good piece of stiff cardstock. Chipboard is perfect. Somebody uses beer carton cardboard, and that is actually fantastic. Very sturdy. It stops your goodies from getting bent by an overzealous postie. So take your bag, take all your swap items, pop them into the bag. Of course, your bags will all be sealed. I'm just doing this for illustration. Keep it as flat as you possibly can. And the last 2 things that you need to add into here is a second envelope. This envelope should have your address on the front. It should have 2 70-cent stamps. Remember, post has gone up. If you're a pensioner, yes, use your 60-cent pension stamps. On the back, it should have your return address or my PO box on the back. Thank you to everyone who does this. It actually saves me a lot of time when you take the time to write it on there, and I really appreciate it. Fold that in half, pop it in here, put in an extra 1 or 2 postage stamps. If I need to send back a bulkier parcel because other people's work is thicker than yours, I'll use an extra stamp. But if I don't need to use the stamp, it'll come back to you in there and you can use it over and over again. The last ingredient here is your envelope number 1. On this envelope, my address goes on the front and you get that in your email on Sunday, and you put your own address on the back here. All of your goodies in the sealed bag go into the envelope. An envelope this size requires 2 70-cent stamps because it's not a standard size, and you can post that to me and it will sit happy in the post office. If you feel that yours are very flat and you would like to send them in a DL, you may end up paying that $1.40 anyway because of the bulk of it. When you put them in here, you can of course spread it out and it's not quite so bad. So I do encourage you to make yourself a little swap starter kit. Some of our swaps will be in smaller envelopes like this. The rest will be in big C4 envelopes. Please read through your email very carefully. I have already made a video about how to make deco squares. So if you're interested in knowing the measurements and how to make them, you can see them on the video that I posted last week. I'll give you a link to that. And our details go out on Sunday, the 4th of May. So watch your inbox for that. The swap is due on Friday, the 30th of May. I cannot wait for late swaps. It's not fair to the people who get them in on time. So please allow yourself plenty of time. If you're in Western Australia, Northern Territory, I recommend allowing a week for it to arrive. It usually is faster, but if anything goes wrong, it means they'll be here on time. If you're in far north Queensland or South Australia, you might want to allow 3 to 4 days. Regular lower Queensland, Victoria, New South Wales, ACT, Tasmania, usually they're here in 1 to 2 days. So just write it down in your diary, set a date that you want to have it posted by. I do hope that you enjoy making these. They're great fun. You can use them in a lot of different ways. I'm really looking forward to seeing what everybody does. To sign up for this swap, if you're looking and thinking, I want to have a go at that, all you have to do is email me at enquiries@dawnlewis.com.au with Deco Squares in the subject line, and I file all of your emails away, and then on Sunday I'll send a reply to everybody. So it shouldn't go into your spam box because I'm sending it as a reply individually, and it will have all the details. Please take the time to read through it because this is slightly different to our card swaps. There'll be a few small different things, and as always, I'm actually going to have a Pinterest board available for a little bit of inspiration in case you're looking for some ideas. You'd like to see a little bit more about what other people have done with these little decorative shapes. So join up, have fun, and please, as always, feel free to ask any questions. No such thing as a stupid question. This is new. Very few people have done this before, and so I know that you might have questions, and I'm happy to answer them. So thank you, and I can't wait to see your work.